Hey guys, it's Dr. Taffy Hawkins here, your mental performance coach from DairyPerformance.com. And I've noticed this trend on social media and on YouTube of people that say that they're in a slump. How to get out of a slump, what they're doing to get out of a slump, how they've been in a slump for a week. And as a researcher, to me that's fascinating. One, what's causing this slump? Or is it a manipulation? Because it's a trend. It's a trend to have videos they're doing well for people getting out of slumps, so then people are making more videos to that effect. But it's kind of especially on YouTube, it's kind of across all channels, so it's just interesting to watch. But there was this one that I listened to this morning, and the girl felt incredibly guilty for having a mental health crisis right now when this is the life that she asked for. And we see it a lot with actors and people that are in the public eye, especially a lot, is that they seem to have everything going for them and their mental health is terrible. And then several of these people have taken their life, and you're like, how could they do it? They were on top. And I think it's because we don't allow ourselves the grace to take care of ourselves when we know that, yes, this is the life that we asked for. But we also have to have certain things in place when we see our mental health start to deteriorate a little bit. And one way that we can kind of feel guilty is like, there are people that have it worse than us. Of course they do. There are people that no matter how bad my life has been, there has always been somebody that was exponentially worse. That doesn't mean that mine is not important. Okay? So if you need someone to tell you right now that your thing's important, it's important. Also, I say all the time that pressure is a privilege. It is. We have crafted this life for ourselves. So sometimes the demands of this life are going to be different than the demands on other people's lives. That doesn't mean that just because we ask for it, doesn't mean it isn't hard. Of course it's hard. Okay? And I struggle with this myself. Like, I have brought this upon myself. So I don't deserve to complain about it. I don't deserve to do this or that. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in this area. But I'm telling you right now that when you recognize that your mental health is starting to go downhill, regardless of how great life is all around you, you have plenty of money, you've got great friends, you've got food in your pantry, this is a seemingly great life, that mental health is really, really important. So I have struggled with anxiety most of my life. And I will find that it is triggered from absolutely nothing sometimes. Just out of the blue, life is so, so good. And then I will start to have a series of panic attacks. Okay? That is not something that has been necessarily triggered by something outside of myself. That is not that life is bad or that I'm not grateful enough, or if you grew up, especially in the 90s, like if you just prayed hard enough, that this affliction will be taken away. No, like that's not always the case. Okay? So we want you to have a good system in place. We want you to have people that will support you. We want to have grace for yourself, just like you would the person that you love most in the world. If you wouldn't say it to them, don't say it to yourself. And then the third thing, once we recognize these patterns, is to have some programming, have something that'll help you get out of the slump that always kind of works. Okay? I'm Dr. Taffy Hawkins. That's what I've got for you today.